Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk. Yeah, I hit the lab. I do what I do for you. Put out the old school t-shirt. Might be that time of the year, so I broke it down for you. Got a good lesson for you today. Let's go. Writism 25 rules to live by. Storytelling. Story with a message. Message in the story for life. I'm giving you life lessons. Y'all must be loving it because you tuned in to receive them. I appreciate you. Let's go. Right Thinkers mission, that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right Thinkers way of life, and it is a way of life, through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's my mission, to get all you right thinkers, new and old, to know thyself by hook or crook. Any means necessary. My goal is to enlighten you. Okay? A person who knows not and knows not that they know not can deny form. A foolish, I disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not, they're simple. I can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Stay tuned. I got you covered. Don't worry about it. But a person who knows not and believes that they know how I feel about them. They're dangerous. I avoid them as often as I can. A person who knows, but knows not that they know, is just asleep. It's okay. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock. I'm here to wake you up with knowledge of self. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All this person reside in everything, not self. To my eye, be true. Every human being who's gifted with the gift of life, the spirit that's in you, you given, you're given divine power. Your goal, your object of your life here on earth as a human being, a spiritual being having a human experience, is to know thyself. Let's talk about right think of how to master your divine power. Yeah, that gift from God is divine. And once you tap into it, once you understand it, you good to go. You can use it for good, some use it for evil, some use it for fame and fortune, some use it for what's intended to help others get to the same place. And about that with me, I'm trying to get you to be your best you. That's all I got for you. Let's go. So today we're going to talk about how to master your divine power, aka how to know yourself. How about that? Break it down. Yeah, now as a master teacher, I can teach spiritual knowledge to the spiritually ignorant and help them enlighten themselves to themselves with the knowledge that I'm going to help them with. That's what I do for you. But in order to be able to do that, I have to have tapped into my divine gift that I'm using as a teacher to inform and enlighten others to themselves. So that power comes under the heading of what's this? Now, I can bring life to the spiritually dead, metaphorically. Sound familiar? Divine power is being able to raise somebody from the dead. I can raise a dead spiritual person to a living spiritual person on a perpendicular. That means I can raise them up from the flat level to a perpendicular level. Sound familiar, my Masonic brothers? But that's what it's all about. When you're knowing yourself, that's what you're doing. You become a horizontal, straight up and down, like 12 o'clock. I can also bring spiritual sight to the what? Spiritually blind. Hello. And if you read the Bible, mostly I do, that's what Jesus was doing. But it was all metaphorical. He told you you can do the greater works than I can. I mean, you can mimic and do the same thing he do on a larger and bigger scale. How about that? Conceptually. So that's the concept that the Bible is trying to get to the Christians, and y'all missed the boat. I can also make the lame, the spiritually lame, to walk in the spirit of God with knowledge of self that can get them going. Touch the skirts of his garment. Every concept that Jesus had, that's divine gift that God gave man All you had to do was tap into it and use it. I use my divine powers. Yeah, what? To help those who are in need of what I have. And that's God consciousness, that's divine power that I can help you find yourself. I'm not doing nothing for you. I'm going to instruct you. I'm going to give you some understanding, and you can do the work for yourself. Ain't that what your boy did? And then what they do? They kill him for that. I ain't trying to be the movement starter. I just want to be a teacher. Mastery over the 5 elements in creation was the first level of understanding and knowing thyself. I teach that because if you don't understand who and how you got here, you're just going to be lost anyway. So let's go over the 5 elements real quick. We start with fire, aka Ra. That's all energy. Without Ra, when he said, "Let there be light," he didn't utter that. The Bible didn't start with that quote because the Bible ain't but 2,000 years old. So that quote came from somewhere, somebody else. And who was there? Nobody was there. Who heard him say, "Let there be light"? Just being agnostic. I ain't got time for that. Let's just teach the concept, stick to that one. I'm with you. Fire, energy. The sun, ball of fire. But if it don't sit, matter of fact, it don't move. I made it. The sun goes around. No, the sun set. We rotate around. So if that sun ain't there, a fraction off anyway from, we done. Okay, so understand that. So somebody had the conscience and the wherewithal to make that possible. And when they worship the sun, they worship God because the sun was there. It brought you sunlight, the plants grow, it did a lot of good things, but that don't make it God. It's an element. It works for God. Its job is to shine, conceptually. Then you got air, shoot, dry air for us to breathe, oxygen. He made us so that the plants would take in one thing and give out something that we need. So us and the plants are reciprocal. They give us and we get them. It goes back. That's the sign of infinity. That's reciprocity. It can go on. Why? Because it's self-sustaining. It feeds itself. Somebody had to know that. Then you got the water. We three-quarters water, earth. So ain't a whole lot of land. But we got water that comes down from up top. That's tough news. Okay, he put that there to make sure that the plants can grow from water that comes down on top of it, not the water that's already here. But you want to plant your roots. When they say the tree plant by the water so the roots can get nourished. Yeah, that's understandable. So, but the water that makes stuff grow comes from the top. Moving on. Now you got Geb. We call Gaia, some change the concept of flip it, Mother Earth, Mother Nature. Okay, but nonetheless, I ain't going there. But Geb was represented Earth, vegetation. He needed help for him to do what he do, grow the vegetation. Who did he get help from? His wife, Nut, Heaven, the starry decked lady who reaches over Geb, covers him. Women always on top, man. Remember I told you that. Yeah, she covers Geb, but she also rains down on him nutrition and nourishment that helps him grow. So everything, again, reciprocity. You give, they give. You give, they give. That was the old way to live before money came into existence. They call it bartering. Okay, I got something you need, you got something I need. We exchange. Fair exchange is not robbery. Society ain't based on that philosophy no more. Nonetheless, I'm gonna get back to this one. All right, here you go. Right thinking philosophy does what? Teaches you how to master your personal gifts and how to find them by doing what? Knowing thyself. The work you put in for that to happen, things are going to happen for you in your life. I put in my time of student for over being a student and learning She-Top Netta, semi-Tawi philosophy, Maya philosophy, over 30 years to study and learn to become proficient in this craft that I choose to teach. When I started out, I didn't start out to be a teacher. I just started out being a student to learn. Thinking, taking in information, comprehending, and compartmentalizing the information so I could able to dissect it, simplify it, give a synopsis of it, and teach it to others, aka simplifying the information that some people may find a little hard to understand. So that's a gift that I was given with. I'm using it to expound to help others find themselves. Okay, so I'm using my personal God-given gift. I took the time to become a master of myself. How? By living, practicing, and perfecting the things that I learned, that I read, that I studied, and I put them into effect to prove that, yeah, they do work for myself. That's why I teach it. I teach what I've mastered in my life so that others can know how to do same for themselves. That's why I teach you. I do what I do. This is for you. Pick up the lessons, use them, and you'll benefit just like I did. Next one, the phrase. Yeah, I know a lot of stuff now, but I didn't know a lot about a lot of stuff. Didn't know a lot about myself. I just knew a lot of stuff. That really mean nothing there. Yeah, useless information is not always good information. That's why the education system, they got a bunch of useless information that they need to just revise, just start telling the truth. Okay, I'll leave that one there. But let's go with this now. Mastery of self is doing more with less. That's what I think is philosophy. Anybody good with a whole lot? How good are you with the less? They just say you judge a man not when he's comfortable. You judge him how he act when he's uncomfortable. Self-mastery is doing and making the best with less of any situation in life. Simple as that. Acquiesce to whatever it is. I have money. I've been broke, been homeless. So I know how to do it. I know how to satisfy with whatever I got and deal with the situation as I go through it. But you do things to better that situation as you go through life. But if you don't, you're going to end up as out. Trust me. Okay? When I was nigger rich, driving around a caddy, brand new car, jewelry, everything. I'm Diamond Jim Brady. I was Tutankhamun. I got chains going to bed. Just a few, but back then I had a neck full of Mr. T style. Okay, ego tripping again. When I was nigger rich, all I wanted was what? More. What? Whatever I was doing. Money, girls. I just wanted more. Wasn't satisfied. So that's what happens. It drives you to what? It's called greed. I didn't need it. I just wanted more. Just that's greed. Okay. When you have enough and that don't satisfy you, you are greedy. Simple. When I became a master of myself, I realized what? I don't need much. So I learned to do with less. And one time I got to walk around with money in my pocket. I mean, I ignorant. Now, I don't care if I got money or not. If my needs are taken care of, I'm good with that. That's the difference. We all, watch this, at one point in time, we all wanted a lot of whatever it is we like. Money, women, cars, house, whatever it is, we want more, a lot of it. And if you can obtain it by certain means, that's what you're going to do. But when your goal is to be your best self, you don't have to do illegal and dishonest things to make that happen for you. That's all I'm saying. When you get wise, watch this. Your needs are taken care of and your wants are all up to you. I get what I want when I want it. But what I need, I already have what I need. So the two, you got to have that balance. You need to understand. Get the people what they want when they want. Oh, they want it all the time. But if you give them what they need, when they need their needs to be like yours and mine. Simple. I'm not giving you more than what you need. Ain't happening. I'm not satisfying your desires and your wants in life. I told my kids the same thing. I'm gonna give you what you need in life. If what you want, go get it. That's how I was raised. I passed it down. Remember, I'm the old school. I'm going to do what was done to me. If it was right for me, I'm going to pass it on. If it wasn't, I'm stopping that nonsense. So things change for the better, hopefully. Let me wrap this up. I appreciate you tuning in. We did good today. All right, let me get this thing out of here. Where we at? Yeah. Okay. Studying daily is how you strengthen the mind. That's right there in the philosophy. If you keep your mind studied, occupied with something, that's its job. Thinking, functioning, figuring stuff out. That's what your brain's job is for. Use it for some other than a hat rack. Yeah, I wear a hat, but I put some under this hat that I'm using. I'm hiding something. I got a whole bunch of stuff going on under this hat. So yeah, I'm busy. Sorry. I study. Watch this. Daily. Not sometimes. Not no. I'm in here every day. Most of the day. And if I could, this is where I'd be all day. I would take a break to eat. I'd take a break to socialize, whatever. But this is what I do. This is where I'm at doing what I do for you. No friends, no social life. I'm hooked on talking to you guys. I appreciate you tuning in. That's why I can appreciate somebody paying attention to me. I appreciate you for that. All right, let's go. I tell you, yes, I'm a master of right thinking philosophy. But in life, I'm just another student trying to do the best I can with what I got. Right thinking philosophy is what I got. I know, watch this, if I learn something new every day, as a teacher, right thinking philosophy, I could teach something new every day. When I work with my buddy in the plumbing business, and I know stuff changes, things change, but I see him all day, pretty much all day doing, how you learn all this stuff about all this stuff? Put his time in. I asked him, he's a pastor of the church. I said, brother, how you know all them hymns in that book? He said, brother, right, I know all the Egyptian stuff you know. Touche. Fact of the matter is, we do what we do, and if that's what you do, be good at that. Give it your best shot. Trust me, that's what it's all about. Here you go. Now, my daily study time is spent gaining knowledge to what? Teach my right thing, because I do this for you. I live it for me, but I do it for you. Wrapping up, again, I appreciate you. A sharp mind is a mind that's used when? Daily, 24/7, 365. I don't shut it down. You don't have to either. Pay attention, live your best life, and keep following Mr. Right. I got you. I'll be back.